Good evening, I'm Kim Fisher.
And I'm Don Hudson. Thank you for choosing ABC4 Utah News at 10 o'clock. We begin tonight with that deadly boating accident on Bear Lake. Heavy gusty winds caused a boat to capsize, killing 4 people. And tonight, friends, family, and loved ones are mourning the loss of those lives. We do have live team coverage of this tragedy tonight. Good for Utah's Kimberly Nelson has the latest from family members. But first, we begin with Good for Utah's Rick Aaron. He's live at Bear Lake with what went wrong. Rick?
Tragically, Kim, a number of things went wrong. Things are calm now here at Bear Lake State Park Marina, but last night at this time, this was the scene of a frantic rescue effort, one that unfortunately ended with 4 people dead, 3 of them children. 45-year-old Dr. Lance Kapner of Pleasant View took his wife Kathy, their 2 daughters, and 3 friends on a girls' day out boat trip that suddenly turned tragic. They were on their way back to this marina when a violent storm kicked up with 76-mile-per-hour winds and 6 to 8 foot waves that capsized their ski boat and sent all 7 into the frigid water.
The water is cool. We're in northern Utah. The water temperature right now was about 53 degrees. The cold shock and hyperthermia setting in doesn't take that long. Everybody that we were able to, on the boat did put on life jackets. Everybody was wearing life jackets, which is a key thing to help improve their chances of survival. Unfortunately, here it looks like the cold was probably the bigger factor.
By the time rescuers found them, they had all been in the lake for about 3 hours. Dr. Kapner, his 13-year-old daughter Kelsey, 7-year-old daughter Kylie, and 14-year-old friend Sierra Hadley all eventually died. Kathy remains hospitalized at Logan Regional Medical Center, while 2 14-year-old friends were treated for hypothermia and released. Veteran boater John Deems says their boat was just too small, too light, and not equipped with a weather or ship-to-shore radio.
Hydraulics, southwest at 15 miles an hour, gusting to 23.
It's just a matter of experience, I believe, and really I don't think they should have been out there with the weather report of what it was, that it was coming in. There were storms coming in. So we don't go out in that kind of weather, and none of these people that are on this dock with these big boats do either. They come in.
Bear Lake State Park manager Richard Drosbeck was part of the rescue effort and told me about the emotional toll this has taken.
Dealing with anybody that's in that situation is tough, but like I said, emotionally, when you involve younger kids, it even tugs harder on a heartstring, feeling for them and feeling for the families of the loss and things that go on with it.
Today, Mr. Drosbeck had the somber task of meeting with some family members who came up here and explaining exactly what happened to their loved ones. Reporting live at Bear Lake State Park Marina, Rick Aaron, Good for Utah.
Hi, Rick. Thank you. Families involved here issued a statement today saying, quote, "We are grateful to the rescuers, first responders, transport teams, and medical staff that have been involved with helping all efforts during this ordeal." It goes on to say these men and women have shown tremendous skill and compassion. We are overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and support. Now, we spoke with the family of the victims and even friends who were there on the beach yesterday. And Good for Utah's Kimberly Nelson joins us now live in the studio with more on that part of the story. Kimberly.
Well, Don, as you can imagine, the families are struggling with this huge loss, both those who lost their loved ones and those who didn't take that fateful boat ride, instead waiting on the shore. It was supposed to be a special day at the lake, a group of friends and their mothers hanging out on the beach at Bear Lake. Caroline Anderson and her daughter were there, but both stayed back as the boat headed out one last time.
We could see that the wind was really rocking the boat, and when the engine wasn't running.
Dr. Lance Kapner was driving his boat and was supposed to be headed back to the marina, but the boat disappeared, and at 6:30 the Andersons called for help.
We didn't know if they were in the boat or in the water. We did not know.
Kapner didn't make it. Either did his daughters, 13-year-old Kelsey and 7-year-old Kylie, but his wife Kathy survived.
I think this is a very heroic story of he gave his life to save his wife and go back and attempt to save his children, others in the boat.
14-year-old Sierra Hadley was the last to be found out in the frigid waters. Her uncle says Sierra, Kelsey Kapner, and 2 other girls who were on the boat and survived trying to fight the frigid waters together.
I know that in the beginning, the 4 teenage girls had a hold of each other, and a big wave separated them, and they weren't able to get back together.
Now, it's still unclear at this time what exactly happened out there on the lake, but family members believe Lance Kapner swam his wife to shore before going back to save his girls. His family tonight calling him a hero. Dawn and Kim, back to you.
All right, thanks, Kimberly. And while investigators continue trying to figure out how this accident happened, they say strong winds and dangerous weather conditions likely played a role. Now, yesterday's thunderstorms moved in quickly. Our meteorologists tracked wind speeds of up to 76 miles per hour. The gusts even blew out a window at a home in that area. That kind of wind can make a day at the lake dangerous.
Waves will develop very, very quickly. They can be erratic too, like the winds of thunderstorms coming from one direction and then another direction. So the waves can be very turbulent, making trying to get back to shore in the middle of a thunderstorm very difficult.